You ever have one of those days where everything's on the line, and you're just praying the universe doesn't screw it up? That was me, Dr. Lena Carter, standing at Gate 23 in Dallas-Fort Worth Airport, clutching a biotransport case with a heart inside, ticking down like a bomb. 1 hour left to get it to a kid in Seattle, and some gate agent decides today's the day to play power games. I'm a trauma surgeon, been doing this for 12 years, running emergency organ transports across the West Coast like it's my cardio. This heart, it's for a 9-year-old girl, Ellie Nguyen, who's been fighting for a year, her parents practically living in Seattle General's ICU. I got the call at 3 a.m., my phone buzzing like it knew a life was at stake. "Lena, we got a match," my coordinator, Mike, said, his voice all business but cracking just a little. Windows tight 8 hours, max. I was out the door in 10 minutes, the transport case humming in my passenger seat, its little green lights promising me everything was stable. For now, Dallas to Seattle, direct flight, first-class priority, so I could bolt off the plane and straight to the hospital. I'd done this dance 100 times, security pre-cleared, TSA waving me through with a nod, airline crew briefed on my federal medical badge. Smooth, right? I hit Gate 23, the case beeping softly at 95% viability, and I'm thinking, we got this, Ellie. Hang tight. The gate agent, a guy named Travis Coleman, name tag polished like his ego, barely looks up as I hand him my papers. Federal clearance, priority boarding, the works. He glances at me, then the case, and his face does this thing. Like he's sizing me up and not liking what he sees. "First class is full," he says, not even touching my documents, his voice flat like he's reading a script. I blink, keep my cool, because I've been here before. Same look, different airport. "I'm not a passenger, Travis," I say, calm as I can, sliding my badge closer. "Federal medical transport. This heart's for a kid in surgery. I need to board now." He leans back, arms crossed, smirking like he's caught me sneaking into a VIP lounge. "Ma'am, everyone's got a story. Wait with general boarding." The case beeps 94%. My stomach twists, but I don't flinch. "This isn't a story," I say, holding up the badge so he can't miss it. "This is a federal order. Look at it." He doesn't. Instead, he waves over a supervisor, Karen, who's got this tired mom vibe but eyes sharp as a hawk. She's claiming medical priority. Travis says, loud enough for the crowd to hear, like I'm some scammer. Karen squints at me, then the case, and I see a flicker of doubt, the same one I've fought my whole career. "Black woman, scrubs, fancy badge? Must be fake, right?" The case beeps again, 93%. I'm counting seconds now, picturing Ellie's parents, her mom gripping her dad's hand, waiting for me to make it. "Sir, ma'am," I say, voice steady but firm. "This heart has less than an hour before it's no good. A 9-year-old girl dies if I miss this flight. Read the damn papers." Karen hesitates, but Travis cuts in, louder now, playing to the crowd. "We don't just let anyone waltz into first class with a fancy box. Could be anything in there." A gasp ripples through the gate. Phones come out, recording, because of course they. His is 2025, and drama's a magnet. A guy in a suit, maybe a lawyer, mutters, "Did he just say that?" His buddy's already got his phone up, live streaming. I'm not here for a scene, but I'm losing time. The case hits 92%. I pull out my secure phone, not the iPhone in my pocket, but the clunky government one that screams official. One button, one call, and this whole airport's about to learn who they're messing with. "This is Dr. Lena Carter, Federal Medical Transport, badge 8821. I say, loud enough for the cameras. "Code red, obstruction at DFW, Gate 23. Pediatric heart transport, viability dropping. Request immediate intervention." Travis laughs, sharp and mean. "What? You calling the president now?" But Karen's face changes. She hears my tone, sees the phone, and something clicks. Outside, red and blue lights start flashing on the tarmac. Not airport security, no, these are federal SUVs, moving like they mean business. The crowd's buzzing now, phones everywhere, a woman whispering to her kid, "This is gonna be on the news." Travis's smirk fades as Karen's radio crackles. "Gate 23, confirm federal override. Ground stop in effect." Ground stop. The words hit like a slap. Travis spins on Karen. "You're not seriously buying this?" She's federal." Karen snaps, her face pale. "You didn't scan her badge, did you?" He freezes. The case beeps 91%. I'm not angry yet. Not really. I've spent years swallowing this kind of garbage, smiling through boardroom slights, airport glares, patients' families questioning my credentials. But this is Ellie's life, and I'm done playing nice. Travis, I say, stepping closer. You didn't look at my badge because you looked at my face and decided I don't belong. That hard in this case. It's for a kid who doesn't care what I look like. Neither should you. His mouth opens, but nothing comes out. The crowd's silent now, except for the beeping 90%. Federal agents burst through the gate doors, 6 of them, led by a woman who looks like she could bench press Travis and his ego. Agent Reyes, Federal Transport Security, she barks. Dr. Carter, status? I hold up the case. 90% viability, dropping fast. Need to be in Seattle in 45 minutes. She nods, turns to Travis, who's shrinking by the second. You're detained for obstructing a federal medical transport. Step aside. His face collapses, but he tries one last jab. I was just doing my job, protecting first class. Protecting what? I cut in, and now I'm loud, because screw it. A kid's dying, and you're gatekeeping a seat? You think I'm here for free champagne? The crowd erupts, some cheer, some gasp, phones catching every word. A woman in a hijab, maybe a doctor herself, calls out, "Let her through." That's a child's life. A retired guy in a veteran's cap steps up. I've flown this airline 20 years, and your staff's pulled this on me too. Always the same excuse policy. Karen's radio crackles again. Flight 3912 is under federal seizure. Clear the aircraft for medical transport. Travis looks like he's gonna puke. The case hits 89%. Agent Reyes doesn't blink. Dr. Carter, we're redirecting you to a military chopper. Fighter escort to Seattle. You'll make it. I nod, but I turn back to Travis, because this moment needs to land. You didn't just stop me. I say, voice low, every phone picking it up. You stopped Ellie Nguyen, a kid who's fought harder than you'll ever know. Her parents are waiting, praying, and you decided your prejudice was worth more than her life. The case beeps 88%. I'm out of time. The helicopter's rotors are roaring as I hit the tarmac. Agents flanking me, the case clutched tight. Behind me, Travis is escorted away. Karen's on her phone with corporate, and the CEO, some guy named Paul Warren, shows up, looking like he just aged a decade. This is a PR nightmare. I hear him mutter, but I'm already gone. The chopper lifting off, Dallas shrinking below me. The pilot, a grizzled guy named Captain Hayes, glances back. My kid's Ellie's age, he says over the headset. We're breaking every speed limit to get you there. I check the case, 87%. We're cutting it close. Seattle generals waiting when we land. A surgical team ready on the helipad. The case is at 85% as I hand it off to Dr. Patel, the lead surgeon. You made it, he says, but his eyes say he knows how close this was. I follow them to the OR, not because I have to, but because I need to see this through. Ellie's parents are in the waiting room, her mom clutching a rosary, her dad staring at the floor like it holds answers. I don't tell them about Travis, not yet. They don't need that weight. For hours later, Dr. Patel walks out, scrubs soaked, but he's smiling. The heart took. Ellie's stable. The room explodes. Her mom sobs into her dad's chest. Her little brother high-fives me like I'm his hero. I'm not, though. It's Ellie, fighting through a year of hell. It's the passengers at gate 23 who wouldn't shut up, who recorded every second, who made sure Travis's stunt went viral. I check my phone text from Agent Reyes. Travis is facing federal charges, obstruction, civil rights violations, maybe reckless endangerment if Ellie hadn't pulled through. The airline stock is tanking, and Paul Warren's on CNN, promising sweeping reforms. I'm back in the waiting room when Ellie's mom, Lynn, grabs my hand. We saw the videos, she whispers. What you went through. Thank you. I shake my head. It's not just me. It's everyone who spoke up. And they did. Passengers from gate 23 sent a video, dozens of them, saying they stayed at the airport until they knew Ellie was okay. A guy named Jamal, who was live streaming, says, "You got a whole gate rooting for you, Ellie. We're family now." 6 months later, I'm at a Mariners game, and there's Ellie, tossing the first pitch, her grin lighting up the stadium. I'm in the stands with her family, Jamal, the veteran, even Captain Hayes. The airline's a different beast now. New rules, mandatory training, something called the Ellingwin Protocols to make sure no medical transport ever gets blocked again. Travis. Convicted, doing time, but more importantly, he's a cautionary tale. Companies nationwide use that Gate 23 footage to teach what happens when you let bias call the shots. Ellie tugs my sleeve after the game. Mom says you didn't just save me. You made people listen. I laugh, ruffle her hair. Kid, you're the one making noise now. She's testified to Congress, 9 years old and fiercer than most adults, pushing for laws to protect organ transports. And me? I'm still running these cases, but now when I flash my badge, people move. Not because I'm special, but because they know what's at stake. So, here's the thing, Gate 23 wasn't just about me or Ellie. It's about what happens when we let assumptions override humanity, and what changes when we don't. Travis thought he was guarding a seat. He was risking a life. Those passengers with their phones, they weren't just filming, they were fighting. So, I'm asking you, what's your Gate 23? Where have you seen someone judged for how they look, not who they are? Drop it in the comments. Share your story, because silence lets this crap keep happening, and speaking up, that's what saves lives. Let's keep this fight going.